This video isn't going to be long because my battery is going to go flat and the sun is doing weird things, lots of things like that. But I just wanted to talk quickly about how to protect your energy, especially how to protect your energy as an empath. If you are here, I'm guessing that you identify and associate and resonate with the idea that you are an empath. And whilst I'm not necessarily one for labels, there are times when it's quite useful. And it's only through realizing that there was a name and there was a thing called an empath that I actually realized there wasn't anything wrong with me. So I want to put this quick video out there just to share a few tips of what I've learned along the way and how I now protect myself, because there was a time I thought there was something wrong with me, as in I thought I was chronically ill because my energy was drained so much and I couldn't cope with any kind of situation. If I saw some friends, I'd be drained for ages afterwards, and as such you become very isolated. You start to think of yourself as a hermit and as someone who cannot be around other people, whereas in actual fact you are meant to be around other people. You just have to be very aware of what situations you're putting yourself in, and you have to look after yourself. We're going to gloss over the obvious, such as, remove yourself from situations you don't need to be in that drain you unnecessarily. We've got to take responsibility for our own energies. We've got to take responsibility for our own body and our own life, because no one else is going to do that for us. And as someone who is empathic, you feel a lot and you want to help people. You care so much because you feel what they are feeling and because you sense what they are feeling even without them telling you. So it's in your instinct to care, but we have to protect ourselves first. Otherwise, we can't help. Put on your own life jacket first. So the first thing is make sure you do become aware of what drains you. You've got to be conscious, you've got to be aware of this, you've got to pay attention to those situations which do drain you unnecessarily, and you've got to know that it is okay to say no. You don't have to say yes all the time. In fact, you shouldn't say yes all the time. So that is about getting to know you. That is something that is personal to you. However, glossing over that, I want to talk about how we can protect ourselves when we are in situations that we have to be in, but that we feel are not necessarily that good for us. And so the first thing is to understand how energy is mainly transmitted. And there are 3 parts of our body which primarily receive and omit energy. And they are the palms of your hands, which is why we talk about healing hands. It is also the soles of the feet, which is why grounding, things like that, so important. And the eyes. These 3 parts of the body are where we receive the most energy and where we omit the most energy. So when you're in a situation and you want to protect yourself, palms should be facing towards you. You do not want to have them out like this. That will mean you are absorbing more energy. Feet we don't necessarily have to worry about in this situation. Feet come in very handy for grounding. Spend as much time as you can barefoot in nature. This will recharge you and also allow any negativity to be returned to Mother Earth. And the eyes. We all know that the eyes are the mirror to the soul. So when it comes to eyes, you want to be aware of who you make eye contact with. This is incredibly powerful. You know the power of eye contact. You know what that means. And this doesn't mean you have to walk around with your head down like that. You can actually just gaze at a point just here on the nose, in the middle of the forehead, and people won't realize that you aren't looking directly into their eyes, but you protect your energy, and that is what's most important. So those are some things you can do when you are around others. Another thing I do, which I find incredibly powerful, and I don't know how I would survive without anymore. Well, I didn't really survive without before, that says it all. But that is meditations and creating some kind of visualization, a protective energy shield around you, which can be so easily done. what you visualize, your imagination is powerful. What you believe, what you create is there. It will be there. So I've created a meditation which you can find up here, which will talk you through that. Once you've learned how to do it, you can do it by yourself. You can tailor make it to you. This is your energy shield. It's entirely yours. It's up to you what it looks like. It's up to you how you bring it in. It's up to you how you create it. And I find this incredibly helpful, and I do it every day. A few more things that personally I do. In fact, I have some here. Crystals. I have a lot of crystals, slightly obsessed with crystals. Even on my wrist, I've got some amethyst. I feel the energy of them. I use them a lot. I am starting to use them more and more. I'm starting to be drawn to them more and more. So that's something we could talk about at another time if need be. Another thing is I like to keep my environment very clean. I don't like a lot of clutter. Difficult at the moment because I'm not in my own house. So clearing out old energy, clearing out things that you don't use, all of these things, you've got to think everything around you involves some kind of energy exchange. And you need to work out whether that is beneficial to you or whether that is not necessary, whether it's impartial. If it's impartial, then what's the point? If it's not beneficial to you, then really, what's the point? Get rid of it. Another thing I like to utilize is water and how powerful water is. So firstly, we know that the majority of us is water. Secondly, we have the wonderful experiments of the likes of Dr. Emoto, who, like, if you haven't looked at what he did, look at that and you will see the effect of water when we speak to it. You will see how it actually reacts to a voice, how it reacts to environment, how incredibly powerful that is. So yes, I do talk to my water. Yes, I do bless my water. So I do make sure I drink out of glass and not plastic. And you know, this bottle here, I even have crystals in there because I feel that that helps. And really, ultimately, it is about what you feel helps you. You can do the same with your food. Your food becomes you. What you eat, you are saying, I am going to take you and make you me. So all these little things we want to pay attention to. I know that smudging is very popular now, using sage, using Palo Santo. I also know that there's a lot of controversy around that and whether it's culturally appropriate. I also believe there are concerns about sustainability. I don't really know enough about that to pass judgment. So I just wanted to share those few things about how I personally protect my energy as an empath, and how drastic a difference it has made to my life. Like, my life really has turned around since I started doing this. My energy levels are incredible. Yoga as well, amazing. Everything about yoga, obviously, just amazing. Changed my life, love it. Please do give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and of course ring the bell. Other than that, I'm done. So namaste, much love. I will see you soon. Have a beautiful day.